What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be more of a serious video. This is going to be my first rant here on YouTube. I don't ever do YouTube rants. I don't really rant in general online. But I feel it's necessary right now because I've been fucked over too many times basically. And I need to voice my opinion on the matter. The last few weeks I have been watching other people's videos on this rant topic. A lot of people are having the same issues and are saying the same thing. Mine's are pretty much the same as well, just different kind of products. But it's all the same store, you know. So without further ado, let's get started in this rant. Alright guys, so everyone knows CEX is the shop I'm going to rant about. It's in the title. Pretty much everyone knows it's kind of a shitty store, but it's one that you can find good deals at. You know, everyone knows that. At least in the UK. I'm not sure if there's a CEX anywhere else. Okay, so my first point is the staff. The staff, when you trade in things, the staff are completely different to one another. I've traded things in the past in the same store with the same people working. I've traded in where they don't even look at the disc condition, and they just throw it in one of those plastic wallet things and they give you your money and you're out. Some, they actually check them, and even if there's a tiniest scratch, they'll actually say, oh, we can't take that. Now I've got a prime example here, okay? The time machine. Yeah, I had to go to Glasgow to get this because it's out of print and I've been wanting it for a while, okay? So I paid £7 for it, which for me is quite a lot for a DVD nowadays. And then I got in the car, and I doubt you'll be able to see it, but even the front and the back is totally fucked. Like, it is totally fucked. I have watched the movie and it does play, but I can see it not working in the future. Now, to them to say to me, oh, we can't take this DVD because there's a scratch on it. Now, you know me, I'm a movie collector, I keep all my things in pristine. So it might have only been maybe one that I actually bought used. I had a little scratch, okay? Oh, we can't take them. You know, they're not even saying, okay, it's a tiny scratch, or they're not just putting a full stop saying if there's a scratch, no one's trading in. You know, because they're being very selective. You know, and I think all the staff should be totally the same. You know, because you can't have one person saying, oh yeah, I can't take this, sorry, and then the next person next to you has tons and tons of scratches, but the guy's not even looking at the bloody disc. You know, that's not a good system, because you're telling me that I can't trade in things because they're scratched, but when I go to buy things, they're full of fucking scratches. So if you get my point, you know, it's quite a valid one, because you can, you know, it's different rules for each member of staff, you know, and you can't do that with a company. So that was just one example. I've had many examples where I've bought a DVD and it's totally fucked, like really fucked. I think one time it was that bad I had to take it back and say it's jumping all over the place. So yes. Also with Blu-rays. Now everyone knows Blu-ray is scratch resistant, and even if there is scratches, you'll still be able to trade it in, and you'll still be able to play it, and then you can trade it in, because scratches don't really matter on Blu-ray discs. Now I picked up Goodfellas last year when this first came out. This is the new version, a 2-disc set. I had the original Blu-ray because it's one of my favourite films, so I thought I'll go on an upgrade. And for space reasons, I was like, you know what, I'll trade in the older Blu-ray because I don't really need it anymore. So I went into CEX with a bunch of other stuff, and I think it was like one of the few Blu-rays I had to trade. And it was the same woman that keeps on saying all these scratches. She says, oh sorry, we can't take that. And I was like, oh, how come? She was like, there's a scratch little right there. And I said, oh, but I thought they were scratch resistant, you know, and it doesn't really matter if there's scratches. Oh, it's store customer policy, we're not allowed to take things scratched. Now, when she said that, I was ready to flip, because going back to my time machine, I felt like saying, you're talking utter pish, because this is covered in scratches. I felt like saying, if I go back behind the counter, I bet you I'll find tons of discs that are scratched, even Blu-rays. So at the end of the day, she never let me trade them in, or that Blu-ray, and I think there was about 5 others she wouldn't accept. Now, one very good point was, last year for about a month, I was kind of getting into wrestling again, and I picked up a few wrestling DVDs. I picked them up one weekend. I got about 5 or 6 of them out of CEX. You know, during the week, I kind of decided, you know what, it's not for me. You know, I'm getting a bit bored. So that following weekend, I went in and I traded them in. And the worst thing was, it was the same member of staff that sold them to me that I'm trading them into. Now, because, you know, collectors, I took all the stickers off. You know, like these stickers, I took all these off. You know, just to make them look better. So I went into CEX, same guy that sold me them, tried to trade them in, and they were saying, oh no, we can't accept them, they're scratched. I literally just bought them. Now, I didn't have the receipt, but if I had the receipt, I would have bloody shown the guy, because I have just bought them from him, his company, his store, and now he's saying, oh, we can't accept them. Now, that is just shocking. You know, that really is just shocking. I may as well have just went in and returned them, because that is just bollocks. You can't have someone saying, oh yeah, we can accept these, then they sell them, and then if they want them back, they're saying, oh, we can't accept them, they're scratched. That's just bollocks. That really is. So that's my main point, is sometimes they take scratched, sometimes they don't, and the staff policies are just not the same for everyone. They'll just do what the hell they want. So there's my first point. Also, there's been a few times now where I've picked up more or less a Blu-ray, and it's the wrong fucking film. Now, if you bear with me 1 minute, I'll show you. Where is it? Here it is. I went, before my local CEX opened up, I went to the one in Glasgow. And I traded in a bunch of stuff. I got like 40 quid, trade and credit store. And then I just spent it all that one day because obviously I was in Glasgow. And I picked up World War Z. Now, great film. I don't really need to get into the film. I went in though, got it. It was great. I got a bunch of stuff, mainly Blu-rays. Got in the car. You know, on my way home, I was halfway home. And then I started looking, you know, just at the discs and all that. And this is why I've still got the receipt, just to remind me of it. I opened it up, and you see World War Z there, but it wasn't at the time. It was the wrong fucking disc. You know what they gave me? War of the Worlds. Now, I understand their confusion. I know, you know, World War Z, War of the Worlds, okay, fine. I mean, come on. Now, when I went, they must have only been open for 20 minutes, because I was there before they opened. And to say that a member of staff is slipping up on a purchase within the first 20 minutes of the store opening kind of says something. So of course I had to go way back, so I phoned them up that night. Now this is kind of like a positive to CEX. I phoned them up and I said, you know, I'm not from around where the shop is, but you gave me the wrong disc. And they were saying, okay, that's fine, we'll make a note of it, come in whenever you can, and we'll get it sorted. So I had to wait till the following weekend to go in and, you know, and fix it. So I kind of gave them a positive for that. She was nice, and I think it was the woman that sold me it as well. And, you know, she did say, oh, I'll sort it out for you. But come on, you can get the right bloody disc. You know, I know, you know, they don't want to put the discs in, or keep the discs in the cases because of theft and all that. But if you're going to do it right. You know, do it right. Don't screw everyone over. You know, this has happened to me a couple of times. My uncle's had this a couple of times. You know, he bought Godzilla and he got some fucking fairy tale movie thing, I don't even know. It's stupid. It really is stupid. If they're going to have a system, make sure it fucking works. You know, I don't know. It's just shocking. So I had to go way back into Glasgow just to get this movie sorted. So yeah. So whenever I come out of a shop now, I make sure right there in centre that it's the right bloody discs, because I've had enough of that. My next point, the queues. Fair enough, CEX is quite a busy shop, and it always is, especially my local one. But any other store I've been to for a CEX, they have a trade-in line and they have a purchase line. That is the best thing you could do, because in my store it's just 4 or 5 tills, and there's no like line for trade-ins or there's line for purchase. It's just all shammed into one. So sometimes you can be there for a good 20 minutes waiting to buy something. I was there 2 weeks ago. I bought the Fog. You'll have seen it in my past update. I had to wait, and I timed myself. 20 minutes I had to wait because there was about 3 people that were trading in, and that was taking up pretty much all the tills. And they had a lot of stuff, and they had some consoles which took even longer. And I thought, just to buy one fucking Blu-ray, it takes like a good 20 minutes. I felt like saying, at this rate, I could have went to HMV and got it within 5 minutes. Fair enough, I would have had to pay more, but I would rather that. You know, 20 minutes I had to stand in line for. It was shit. It really was, because, you know, they don't have a system, basically. They should have, like the other stores, a trade-in line, so everyone that takes ages can go in one line, and then purchases which are really dead quick can just go in the other line. Dead simple, there you go, fixed. Yeah, so that's that one. Also their stock. The Blu-ray section is just shite in my local store. It was good when it first opened. I mean, I was buying a few things every week in there. Now it's just literally, I mean, you're lucky if there's going to be 20 Blu-rays in the store. And the thing that really bothers me is the whole of the back, like behind the counter, you always see stacks and stacks and stacks of Blu-rays. You always see them. They have no price tags or anything on them. I don't know if this is because they're for online, but I've ordered from online and they keep the stickers on, so I don't know what they're doing with all of them. But their Blu-ray section is just shite. It really is. It's just crap. It's really bad. I mean, they're putting like 4 or 5 copies of every film out there just to make up for space. You know, it's really bad. You know, because DVDs, there's tons. You know, but they've got tons of Blu-rays in the bag, but then they don't bring them out. You know, so that's another point I'd like to make. The condition of the box sets. Now, I went to pick up box sets in there many times. I've been wanting the 24 complete series box set. My CX always have tons of them, but they're beat to shit. They really are. Now I saw one. It looked in relatively good condition, so I was like, oh, maybe. Looked at the bottom, and there's a big fucking massive big hole rip in the cardboard, and I thought, what the hell? You know, what the hell? The whole box was ripped, it was damaged, it looked like somebody had punched it, it looked like it had been in water. It was just horrible, and I thought, surely they have to have some standard of what they can take in. You know, and the thing was, they were all the same price. You know, it wasn't the price due to condition, which I personally think it should be, because if you can get a pristine one for 20, but then a beat up to hell one for 20, you know, and someone buys the brand new condition one, why should somebody pay the same price for something that's completely destroyed and wrecked hardly? It just makes no sense. They should, you know, it's like phones. They do it with phones. They give you a price on the condition. Why can't they do that, especially with box sets? You know, because box sets more expensive. I mean, the X-Files one, I remember seeing in there, was absolute wrecked, and that was like 50 quid, and I thought, especially for the more expensive ones, they should be charging you less compared to the condition of it. So that's another point. My last point, guys, it's a bit of a less common one, but I've had it about 2 or 3 times now. It's the region codings. Now, I bought a Blu-ray copy of Up, the Disney film Up. It was really great. I loved having it. It had the slip cover, which was all embossed and everything like that. It was the UK slip. Took it up to the counter, and they took about 10 minutes trying to find the discs, because I think there was about 4 discs in the set. They took about 10 minutes, and I'm not talking shit, I'm literally meaning 10 minutes to go and get it, and I wasn't buying anything else, it was just that. It took them 10 minutes, and then they finally came back with it, and even then she didn't have a clue what she was putting in the case. Got home. Now this is my mistake for going home first, but I went home and I opened it up to kind of put it in the player to see how good it looks and all that. It was the wrong fucking region. It was the American release. Now, yes, I should really have a region free player by now, but as a store, they shouldn't be selling region 1s without fully displaying it. Now, what threw me off of it was because the fact that the slipcover was the UK version. Now, I still have the slip. I returned it, but I kept the slipcover. It was the UK slipcover, so I had no reason to believe that it was the American release. And why the hell they would have a UK slipcover over an American release, God knows. Really, I don't know. Maybe they were trying to pass it off as a UK release because they know no one wants an American release over here, unless collectors, very specific people. Why they would do that, I have no clue. There's been a couple DVDs in the past where I've went to pick them up, again, UK covers, but when I open the disc, it's region 1. Now, I think I think all DVDs are region 1 if like they're not all region 3. Why they would sell them without clearly stating region 1 DVD in a UK case and the information, the cover was all the UK. I don't know. I really think that's just a dumb thing to do. If they're gonna do it, at least label it saying, oh yeah, by the way, region 1. They should really do that. I mean, I don't know why they don't. So that's all my rants, that's all the issues I've had, and this is all in the past like 6 or 7 months. This isn't even like, over my lifetime of going to CEX. This is over the last like 6 months. So you can see why I'm pretty pissed, because nearly every time I go in, I have a fucking problem with them. Now I go into the store still, but I don't trade in there now. I just use Magpie. It's simple. They come to your house and get it, and that's it. You get paid because they give you fuck all. One last comment, actually, give me a minute. If you've watched my videos for the past 2 months, you'll know I picked up the Harry Potter Hogwarts collection. £90. I got it for 44 on Black Friday. I sold the code for 30 quid. Great deal, got it for like £8 or £9. Now, I had the DVD copies of all the films. I had all of them. The last 3 were the 2 discs special editions. A really nice set to have, really deluxe, everything like that. I've still got the slipcovers. That's another thing. When I trade into CEX now, I don't give them shit. I take everything out, all the codes. I take the slipcovers off because they don't deserve it, basically. Because all the slipcovers I see are fucked up. Anyway, so I wanted to trade in my Harry Potter set because they were all the individual ones. It wasn't the box set. So it was taking up a good bit of my shelf, just this shelf here. It was taking quite a bit up of that, and I needed the space for my DVDs. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to trade them in now, because that set does give you DVD copies as well as the Blu-rays. So I go on this website to see how much I'll get roughly for all 7 of them, or 7 of them. And you know how much I'm going to get? 8 fucking p. 8 pence. Now that's like 8 cents I think in America. And that is bullshit. That is actual bullshit. For them to say, oh yes, we'll buy that off you for 1 DVD for 1 pence. And then I looked at the sale price and it was like £8. And I thought, why the fuck are you, buying it for 1 pence and selling it for 8? I felt like saying, fair enough if the average price is 10p, but fucking £8 and you're going to give me 1p for it. I felt like saying, it costs more to fucking print it out, I thought, there's no way that they're getting their hands on that. And that was for every single one. I think the most I got for one was £1. It was just shocking. I was getting like £1.8 or £1.7. I felt like saying, fuck that, I'm not doing that. I really am. I wasn't throwing away a big 7 disc set, collection for 8 pence. I felt like saying, not a chance. I would rather sell them on eBay or go on Magpie or whatever. Magpie gave me about £1 for each, so I got £8, which, was much fucking better than CEX. Yeah, they're trading, especially for DVDs, their trading thingies are just fucked up. I think I've actually got proof of they actually bumped a DVD off me, because I have the original trade-in receipt along with the World War Z. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in this. Oh no, it's a different one. Anyway, I actually traded in to Glasgow a few months ago as well, and they actually took a DVD off me for zero pence or pounds. They actually just took it and they didn't give me nothing for it. Now, it was a DVD and it said on the website I was only getting 5p, so I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it, but what the fuck was that? They took a fucking DVD off me and didn't give me anything. So yeah, that kind of concludes my rant. Everything about CEX is pretty much shite. Every department they have to offer, they fuck it all up. Yeah. Also, one last thing, I know I keep saying this, but my iPhone 4S, I went to sell it to them about 4 or 5 months ago. They were giving me a good price, better than Game, because you know the price comparison, which is kind of a good thing. And they told me, and I was very busy that day, so I thought, right, I'll get this done and over with in the morning. And they said, and this was about 10:30 in the morning, they said, oh yes, come back at 5 o'clock. I felt like saying, well, what? Now I understand, you know, they have to check it over and everything, but you know, 6 or 7 hours to wait. I felt like saying, I'm glad you've not told me to stay in the fucking centre, because I was to stay in there for 7 hours. So that was a pain in the arse, because then I had to go right back down again and check it, because I know people in the past, personally, that have just walked in, sold it and came back out. They've not had to check it or nothing. So there, that is finally my point, is fucking wait times for stuff. So there you go, that's my rant. I thought this was only going to be a 10-minute video, it's turned into a 21-minute video. But I wanted to do this, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you agree. Leave a comment, please, about your experiences with CEX. I would love to know. So yeah, there's my rant. Pretty good rant in my opinion. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I don't know if I'll be doing many more rants. I'm not sure. If there's maybe a topic that I want to discuss, I will. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay awesome. Peace.
Give me the answers that I chase. I'm looking for something out there. Is there a